welcome to TiElogues, where we celebrate the spirit of entrepreneurship. And today we are talking to Ritika of STEM Metaverse. Welcome, Ritika. Tell us, is it STEM or is it STREAM? There is a new evolution that's happening in the new phase of learning. So tell us more about it.
Good morning, first of all, and thank you for accommodating me so early in the morning. Well, it is STEM, and added to it, there are a few elements which we want people to be aware of, because STEM shouldn't be just science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. There's a whole lot of art, reading, and we've also added mental health to it. It's part of our offerings, so that it becomes more of a holistic learning module. So, in most cases, STEM actually includes all these things. But when we say that we are STREAM, we're working on the STREAM model, we're trying to make people aware of the fact that these are also included within the STEM name.
Yeah. So, Ritika, tell us, with ChatGPT and other AI apps coming, do you think there is an increased awareness about, use of technology and inculcating it early in children?
I think that use of technology was always there. Now with ChatGPT, I think it's become a huge, it's a huge benefit for educators. So you give it a framework and you ask it to convert, it does a very good job of it. So I think ChatGPT is more useful for educators. And now, in fact, we've started including it in our teacher training modules.
Okay. Ritika, where did you see the need gap and where did this whole idea germinate about starting a venture around STEM Metaverse?
As a child, as a student, I felt that I wasn't challenged enough. Pretty much in our times was about studies. Now, of course, there are a whole new things that have been added to, the school curriculum. And when we started out as a newspaper for children, and it came in different reading levels. Then we actually, realized that children are understanding concepts better when you introduce scientific thinking to them. And that's how this entire incorporation of STEM started. Then, of course, when we started meeting more people, we realized that instead of being the sole providers of this kind of interactive education, why not become a marketplace? So STEM Metaverse actually has evolved into a marketplace for STEM education providers from across the world. We've got an NFT platform as well. It's called Zoodle. And Zoodle, what it enables children to do is that, STEM education, if you, get the best of resources to teach, right, it becomes very expensive for children and for parents. So can children upload their artwork or upload their, creative writing and music, convert that into an NFT and earn credits and use those credits to avail scholarships? We built our own blockchain around it. And we've used the mechanism of earning virtual currency in the form of credits, where one credit is equal to 1 rupee. And those credits can be used we are exploring a use case where they can be used as scholarships. So that's where we are.
So tell us, Ritika, about the adaptability and acceptance. So who is the key TG here and what is the kind of response that you have got when you have gone to schools and institutions with this?
Very interestingly, we ran a competition on 26th of January. It was called India Vision 2030. We asked children from across the country to submit their artwork on their vision of what India would be like in 2030, right? And I was expecting more entries from metros, but very interestingly, we got more entries from Kharagpur, Tirupur, Tiruchirappalli. There was a place called Avarpur, Chandrapur, Bikaner. So these are all, smaller towns. They're education towns, quite a few of them, but then they're smaller. And I wasn't expecting entries from these places, but very interestingly, we had entire schools participating from each of these cities. And there were some 24 cities that we were engaged with and somewhere around 80 schools. And I can tell you, only about 10 to 15 schools were from the metros. The rest of them were all from these smaller towns and cities. And then what we did was that their artwork was published in a virtual reality art gallery. So I think now the scope is widening. Because
so if I have to tell you to give me your product key markets, what regions would you say as your key markets?
I think my key markets are more tier 1 and tier 2 cities than only metros. So I do get people from metros because of the quality we offer. but I see more responses coming from the smaller cities now as against 2 years back. So it's an emerging market for us, but it's untapped. So it's something that if you're able to tap into, then I think it would be a great achievement
So
for us.
tell us your expansion plan then. What's the roadmap ahead?
So the roadmap ahead is this: basically capture the tier one and tier two city market, capture more schools over there. We've got a newspaper for children, which is getting more visibility in smaller towns, especially towns in the south and in the eastern part. So we were more focused towards the north and the west part of the country, but now we're sort of also moving towards the south and the east.
When
Basically,
once you
funding
think
plans
of
hopefully.
expansion, fundings go hand in hand. So what's the plan there?
So funding plans will possibly begin somewhere in around August. Because summer is a very very hectic time for us. We get maximum traction during the summer vacations, so we're all planning towards that. The new academic session and summer vacations are very big for us. So once that's done, I think our focus will be on entirely on funding. So yes.
Okay, great. So you have been associated with Delhi-NCR for some time, Ritika. Tell us how this association has helped you in your entrepreneurial journey.
So I've received mentorship from Thai. I've also been a part of some of your women initiatives where we got a chance to present and speak on our ideas. I think at that point of time I was only talking about the Young Chronicle because that's where we were at that point of time. Then we diversified into STEM. And in fact, Thai was also very instrumental when we went to Dubai for our, for we were part of my company was part of the expo for a few days. We went and presented at the Dubai Expo, and helped us to actually connect with a lot of investors in Dubai as well.
Thank you, Ritika. It was a pleasure speaking with you and wishing you many more milestones. I'm sure our education system and children of the country need such great initiatives and products. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.